Welcome to day 14 of our tour of Ireland and the wide Atlantic Way. As you can see, we've parked right on the beach with Herman. Yesterday that was raging. It was all the way up to here because we had a bit of rain, bit of wind and loads of fog and mist. Just over there is Ardmore, and we couldn't see that in the fog. Could not see any of that in the fog. But you might be asking where we are, if it's such a lovely place. We are at Ardmore Motorhome Park, and as you can see, there's quite a lot of motorhomes around here. I counted them yesterday. There were 72 when I counted, and a few others came in afterwards. Known locally as Dick's Field. Dick, the owner, nice chap, and it seems everybody around Ireland who's in a who has a motorhome knows this place and knows Dick and his field. Recommended. It's got emptying facilities and water facilities, no toilets. So this is our last day. So let's have a bit of a look back, have a chat about our holiday. So, highlights. First of all, I think we've had, basically 2 weeks holiday. And it seems like it's been going on forever.
It does.
Normally you have a 2-week holiday and the first week drags on in a good way. And the second week, boom, over in what...
You're thinking about getting back, aren't you?
Yeah.
But no, it's. I think the thing is because we've done different things this time, haven't we?
Have we?
Well,
We've done a lot of driving.
Not driving.
In fact, let me just check the 1,008 miles
Wow, so Herman's done well.
since leaving home.
Oh, I see.
1,008 miles. So we're going to add on another 300, I guess, to get back. But I think, first of all, Hook,
Lighthouse.
our first stop was quite spectacular. Good start, wasn't it?
Yes.
Wasn't it really expected?
No, unusual place to stay.
But then we went on to started following the started following the Wild Atlantic Way.
Yes.
And then we ended up at Mizzen Head.
Yes.
Or Mizzen Head.
However you want to pronounce it.
Fantastic. That kind of, wow factor
and
for
we were
me.
lucky with the weather as well, weren't we? Because if it had been wet, it would have been not so good.
So the very first day, driving towards Hook, was raining. Got off the ferry, it was raining.
Yes.
But when we got
there,
it stopped. But it was still really windy.
What
And then
should you expect
on our
when
way
you're
to
on the coast?
Mizzen Head, it was nice and bright
Windy.
and sunny and windy still. Yeah. Thing is about Mizzen Head. Right now, this is an excellent map.
Yes, even I could follow it, couldn't I? Which is
You don't
quite a
need
feat.
the map book like I have already said, but it shows you the route that you should take. However, going towards Mizzen Head, we miss Barley Cove. And looking at the map and remembering where that actually joins the bit where we missed some fantastic scenery.
well, we've seen a lot of scenery,
We
haven't
have,
we?
but-
So we haven't done too badly.
Yeah, so that's a low light, not a highlight, but a low light for me probably. I don't know. I only found this out yesterday, so it's probably
Yeah.
not anything to.
No, worry about.
And then we went on to Seafin View,
Yes.
up that nice twisty road, the goat path or goat track, whatever you want to call it.
Goat path, it was called.
Yeah, they call it a road, but I like that. I enjoy.
I didn't, did I?
No.
Well, I was a bit worried because Herman's not the best at getting up hills, is he? So.
And it was about that time that the shock absorber
Yeah,
was
funny that.
was on its way
Probably
out
thought,
then.
Yes.
I think we've been lucky with that though.
Very lucky. Oh, what with the shock absorber?
Yeah.
Yes, that worked out really well, didn't it? My goodness, it couldn't have gone any better.
I did not like. It went just at the very beginning of the Ring of Kerry.
Well, I think it's been going for quite some time, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Because
but
it's
this is
always
when
been
it
a
went.
bit bouncy. Yes, it completely went.
And we were gone, all the way down.
Yeah, it was quite sickening, wasn't it? Because you were up and down.
I wasn't enjoying it. In fact, at one point I was thinking, why are we driving? We should just stop. Very lucky though to get the part and whatever.
Yeah,
and
the next day, and it was done within the morning.
And it also
wasn't it?
stopped us, didn't it? It actually made us think. Just had a little wander around Iries. That's where we were.
So it was no convenience.
No, it was
convenience even.
No, it was
because we needed to have a break, didn't we?
So it's kind of a double lucky. Lucky that we got it repaired. And lucky that we had it done there where we could have a wander around.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And luckily it wasn't on a Friday, late Friday, because they would have said, oh, it'd take you 2 or 3 days to get the part.
Yeah.
So it just happened
One
to
garage did say that.
Yes, fall on midweek. Yeah.
Now, we've done... Every day has been wild camp. Even here is wild camping.
Yes.
Okay, so they have some of the motorhome facilities here, but we're not plugged into electric.
No.
We're running on our own steam. We're running out of gas. We need to fill the gas bottle up. But we've been wild camping, and I think we've really enjoyed it. I certainly have.
I think when we go back to a campsite, we'll be kind of, oh, this is a bit nothing, isn't it?
And all the rules and all this. You've got to park here, and you've got to do that, and everything's a convenience. Whereas when you're wild camping, you can pick your spot.
Yes, and it's quiet.
If you don't like it, you move on.
People. Well, sometimes
you're isolated.
Yeah.
The places we chose, anyway, you're isolated.
Right in the middle of nowhere.
And where Wild Atlantic Way, every spot had some scenery, and it was amazing scenery.
Yes, that's right.
So we kind of lucked out with that, didn't we?
That really.
No, you can't. No. And what really helped, I don't think we would have. Well, we decided to stop off at these places in here which have got little, I think they're called discovery points, little binoculars. Some of them you can't, but that's kind of where we ended up looking at. But the thing that really did help was the app on my phone called Park for Night. That was just awesome.
Yes.
Tells you where you can empty. Tells you where where the water is, and there's so many comments in there as well. So people from around Europe, not just Ireland, but around Europe in many different languages are any button to translate and whatever. So that's a really good app, and photographs.
What's good and what's bad and what's there.
So that's a must, I think, and it's free if you don't want to download all the data. So. Kerry Ring and
Ring.
The Ring of Kerry. I've got it here. I think I've written that down wrong. Skellig Ring. Was Skellig Ring with the Kerry rocks? I think the Kerry Ring had the Kerry rocks.
Skellig Michael, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the view around Skellig Ring.
Yes.
That's where we had the
Puffin Island and Skellig Island and.
Yes.
Yeah. And the Ring of Kerry. Yeah, that's right.
That was just so beautiful cliffs. Around there.
Yes, that was then one wet day, wasn't it? When we went to the Kerry Cliffs. That would have been amazing.
So we've had... Is this the 4th wet day we've had?
Well, as we arrived, it was wet and then it dried up, didn't it? And then the rest of the time, up until this week, Wednesday, was it? It was very wet. And then the last couple of days it's been on and off, hasn't it? So it hasn't been
So we've had just a few days of wet weather, but it hasn't stopped us. I think it was just the Ring of Kerry where it was raining. I was doing that tour.
Yes.
So the Skellig Ring was very... That was where we had all the traffic. Remember all the traffic? All the coaches are going one way.
Yeah, that's right. So
don't go against traffic. You can, but don't go against traffic. Go with the traffic. So go clockwise.
They say that in the maps,
and go clockwise on the Ring of Kerry as well, because of all the buses.
Narrow road.
Oh no, so anti-clockwise on the Ring of Kerry, I think they said, rather than the... Anyway. Now I thought you loved the... no, you're not going to recognise the name. The Kumanaspik Pass. That was on the Skellig Ring, I do believe.
I don't remember
Or
that
Blaskets, actually it was near Blaskets. I'm
Oh,
forgetting where
yes.
all these places are. So the pass was the one that was up and narrow, it was foggy.
name. Yes.
You loved that, didn't you?
Did I?
No, you didn't.
Well, no, there's so many lovely places, isn't it? And was it where the clouds were very low and they were sort of sitting on top of the mountains?
Yeah,
And
and then we had to go up that really windy hairpin road. It was
Well, I
worse.
don't
It was
like
worse than
hairpins, do
Sinfen.
I? Yes.
Seafen.
Yes.
You didn't like that, did
No.
you?
Why are you saying I liked it?
I was teasing you.
Oh, I see.
But if you go on the Wild Atlantic Way and follow it all, that's actually on there. So we got a motorhome up there, obviously.
Yes,
But
I think
you
if you had
might
a
want to
big
avoid
motorhome.
that if you're not that confident, I think. Blasket's View, remember that?
Yes.
There was the view of the islands, all the islands, and it was a bit
Cloudy.
it was a bit overcast, so you couldn't really
Yes,
see.
yeah.
But then we come to, kind of by accident, I think, Dunquin Harbour. We've seen photographs of it.
But yeah, it
but-
was all very pretty around there.
Yeah, it was
wasn't it?
amazing. It's kind of, wow, you can't believe someone made this. The trail, it was the way we go down, wasn't it? It was just and we've seen photographs of sheep being on there as well, haven't we? It was like crowded with
Yes.
flocks of sheep.
Well, there was even a picture, isn't there, or a sign?
Imagine getting the sheep on the ferry and then taking them to the islands, or coming back from the islands. Now Slee Head,
Yes.
Ring of Slee Head, or
Yeah.
the coastal road of Slee Head, goes all the way round the coast there, and that is just amazing as well. So it's not just the Ring of Kerry. Everyone goes, "Oh, have you been to done the Ring of Kerry?" That's great, but there's other places as well, I think, right? Yeah, there's other lovely places, and of course we've visited Dingle.
Dingle, yeah.
That was quite nice. Nice to stop.
Very busy.
Parking
wasn't
was a bit of a for motorhome park, or if you wanted to stay the night, parking was a bit of a because there's no campsites around there either. I didn't notice.
I suppose we didn't really look, did we? Because
No.
you went on your parking for night app, and there was just a place right next to the car park where you could stay.
But I didn't
So-
see any. I mean, if there was any
No.
campsites, they'd be out of town, so
Yes.
you couldn't just hop out and go and have a. Go and have
But
a
the next
enjoy
day
the-
it was heaving, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was so busy.
Although people were staying overnight in the main car park, noticed that they all kind of piled in when the buses
But
disappeared.
someone did say you could do that after 6 o'clock.
That reminds me.
It's
So
busy.
I've heard this a few times, right? So it says in a few places no overnight parking, and then you speak to a local, and they say, yeah, you can park in there overnight. No one is going to come and bother you to move because they stop work.
Yes, after
Right,
6.
after 6, they stop work, so no authority. Maybe the police might, but no authority like the parking attendant is going to ask you to move on. So people, if there's nobody to enforce it, then you can stay as long,
And then as long as you leave by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, because
The
the
next
buses,
morning.
as long as it's not being used by something like a bus, you're not. Anyway, so it's not just Dingle. That's other places that we come to. We're thinking about staying as well. Now, the thing about Dingle, which I was a bit concerned about. Not concerned, wrong term. Connor Pass. I really like the idea of going up. Never seen it until
Oh, yeah.
we saw the sign.
Halfway
said-
up the road.
It said, "Don't go here if you're in a motorhome," basically.
If you're over 2 tonnes.
And I looked on my phone to find out what's so special about this Connor Pass, and it's another narrow, steep, windy road. It goes between the mountains, and it looks amazing.
I think we've done enough steep.
So if you're in a camper, a small vehicle, then do it. If you're in a
Yes.
motorhome, I wouldn't bother.
No. But there's
Maybe
lots of
go on
other
your
areas,
push
isn't there?
bike or if a caravan. I don't know, but I think it's definitely worth seeing. Although we didn't see it, but I wouldn't force your motorhome down there. No, we weren't thinking about going to Killarney.
No.
It was suggested by one of the two
David.
families
Yes.
that we met. I wasn't going to mention anyone's name.
David Smith.
But Killarney, didn't really visit Killarney, it's the town itself, but the national
Beautiful.
park was outstanding, wasn't
We
it?
could have stayed there a bit longer.
Yeah,
couldn't
I would
we?
like to stay another day at least.
Yeah.
Just to do, you know, the things that we did, the Gap of Dunlow and the Talk Mountain with the falls and whatever, just staying overnight really.
Yes.
Uh,
I've still got burnt from that.
It
thing.
was
So
you could overnight there. I don't think you're allowed to stay overnight in the national park. But again, no one's gonna. You're in the middle of nowhere. No one's
Well,
gonna
I
come and
think
say turf you out.
Tourist information said you can't park there, and I can understand. You know, they want to
They're
keep
gonna
it as
say
it
that
is.
though, aren't they?
Yeah.
And there's loads of campsites anyway, so you could pop into and stay the night, and then whatever. But yeah, so we're now at the end of our holiday.
Yes.
And we're kind of starting to think about where we're going. What was the question you asked me earlier?
Ooh.
If we had to come back.
Oh,
if
yes.
We had to, if we came
had
back.
to come back, would we do it the same, or would we miss out bits? Or I suppose the thing is, we never know. We don't really plan that much, do we? We sort of just say, right, we want to go on this route.
Have an idea.
But we don't
I
really know
tend to
where
have
we
an
want to
idea.
stay or
Yeah.
what we want to see. But that's half of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We obviously don't want to stay in one place normally. We want to
No.
move around.
But
But is that a good thing? I don't know. Then you're missing places.
Yeah, you gotta kind of stop every so often. and say,
Yes. You're
what is it?
travelling a lot, aren't you?
yeah. And just absorb where you are.
Mm.
And that's what happened when.
Similar
And the
thing to
shock
last
absorber
year, wasn't it? When we did the Northern Ireland. You know, there's areas where you wish you'd seen, but you can't see it all, can you? My
No.
goodness. But no, it's been very good on the whole.
Yeah. So I think
enjoyable.
one thing I've been thinking about is a lot of people anyone will don't like driving on the other side of the road. So in a car, in a motorhome,
This
you
is
know,
on the same side.
going over to France, for instance, and driving on the other side of the road. People don't like the idea of that. They want to go abroad, but they're too frightened of, the foreign way of driving, as it were. But Ireland, they drive on the same side. The signs are European signs, not like the UK signs. So I totally would recommend coming to Ireland. If you've been thinking about going abroad and you want to see some beautiful scenery.
We won't mention
Ireland.
the roads.
Yeah, a lot of the roads along
dear.
the
They could be finished better, couldn't they?
yeah.
They're a bit sort of
But then-
bumpy and
But then we
Lots
were
of
in Herman
holes.
with a shock absorber,
yes,
which was
yeah.
that didn't
But
help.
even after that, they're still very bumpy, aren't they? You get a lovely smooth bit, and then yeah.
Mm.
And what was our most gripe? Our no bins.
Oh yeah. We
It's
can't
not-
find a bin.
It's not really a gripe, is it? But it's just sort of like one of those things where you think, where can I get rid of my rubbish? We've got a whole bag in the back. 'Cause we
Yeah,
can't
that's
find
right.
anywhere
So
to
it's
put it.
easy to find
Oh,
with
for
the
the
app.
glass.
It's easy to find. Oh, recycling
Recyc-
glass only,
And clothes, yeah.
but no recycling of plastic, paper, anything like that. Tin cans they do.
Yes. the
Food cans and drinks cans. They have some separate steel and aluminium.
Because you're very into
They
your
haven't got any
recycling,
magnets
aren't
over
you?
it. I don't know. But bins.
And
Now- now
even the bins have got like a little bit in there, so you can't put a
The
big
waste bin
bag
at the side
in.
of the
Yeah.
so you can't put a lot of rubbish in. But
Which I suppose
there's no litter. I've seen a tiny amount of litter.
we've just seen two lads going along the beach, haven't we, collecting all the litter.
Yeah, but they're doing their community service.
Oh, I see.
Making.
I know.
But yeah, the plate litter wise, I've not hardly
Very
seen any.
clean,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But yeah,
That's
bins
probably why then, isn't it?
can't find a bin. We got a bag of rubbish in the back, just waiting to be thrown away with some recycling
We'll
in
take
it.
that back with us.
Yeah, we'll.
Souvenir.
Right. Right, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed watching our group of videos as much as we like making them and going being on tour and whatever. But I think that's going to be it for our tour of Wild Atlantic Way.
He's
and
got it
Ireland.
right.
Finally.
Yes.
Rightio. Until next time, bye-bye. Thanks for watching our video. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed or leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe for more video updates or maybe even watch one of our previous videos. Bye bye now.